floated out, and everyone on a small committee immediately said, what a great place to be, and one of the best assets we have in the town is this library. Kevin Kelly would be pretty happy today, and he'd be here. So before I make some introductions and swear in our elected officials, I'd like to ask Matthew Miscione to come on up here and lead everyone in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So we want to thank a few people, especially anyone who participated in getting this place ready today. It took a little bit of work. We had more than a handful of our New Hartford Fire Department volunteers who came in here. We want to thank the library board and the president, Heather Moat, who made the facility available today, and then she ordered Rick to make sure that everything he went and got the firemen, and we were in pretty good shape. And so thanks to everybody who got everything together for what a nice day this will be. I want to recognize a few people who are here, some special guests. I apologize in advance if I forget anybody, but we try to catch people coming in here. And in not any particular order of importance is Town Councilman Rich Woodland. Rich. Our town attorney, Herb Cully. Don Ryan, the mayor of the village. Don, always nice to have you here. And Carol Ryan, the administrative assistant to the supervisor and supervisor plural. Can't wait for your tell-all book someday. Brian Miller, representing New York State Assembly. Thanks for coming, Brian. Chad Davis, Natick County Legislator. Chad. Joe Booth is here, always here, Codes Enforcement Officer. And next to his partner, Dory Shaw, who's retired but not. And Secretary of the Planning Board, or whatever works, and runs the Codes Department. Hi, Dory. Happy New Year. Darlene Abacola, where's Darlene? Is here. Our town assessor. And Ray Philo. Ray was nice enough to, where's Ray hiding? Right here. Okay, look, Ray's hiding. So Ray brought in the Jedediah Sanger book. I'll tell you about that in a second, but Ray is retired from NHPD, 30 years, 17 years as the chief, and he's been at Utica College since he retired. He's full-time over there now and has just recently announced his retirement from there at the end of this spring 18 semester. So the school's not too happy about losing him, but we think he'll be as far as Lake Placid. We'll know where we can find him. So we brought the Bible in, which is under lock and key. It was the Bible was owned by the personal Bible with Jedediah Sanger. His signature is in it. It was published in 1814, and it disappeared for some period of history and was found in the 70s at an antique store up in the town of Rensselaer. And it came back to the town, and for quite a few years we've used the Bible to swear in our elected officials, and we're going to do that today. And so we're looking forward to adding to our history and adding to the Bible. We think that's pretty neat here in this town. So we want to start with swearing in. If you come up here, family and friends close, please come up. You want to get in a position for pictures, you can walk anywhere and go anywhere you want to go. And we'll have plenty of time for pictures right after, or pictures, in fact, when we're all through. So whatever you want to do is fine. Nobody's going to do anything that's wrong. I'd like to ask Gail, Wolanin Young to come up. Gail? Not here? Really? So the book is not. That's okay. We'll all swear in Gail at another town. So I want to ask Rick Sherman. Rick? Rick is 9 years he has served as our town highway superintendent. He's been 12 years as a trustee of the village of New Hartford. He was 33 years he's retired from the Hartford Police Department. So a lot of history in him, plus the Bible for today. So, Rick, sure, right here. You can, that's a better spot. So if you put your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand, please. I, Rick Sherman,
I, Rick Sherman,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of New York State,
the Constitution of New York State,
the laws of Oneida County,
the laws of Wolanin County,
the laws and ordinances of the town of New Hartford,
the laws and ordinances of the town of New Hartford.
and I will faithfully execute
I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office of Highway Superintendent
the duties of the Highway Superintendent
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. So next, James Messa. James is beginning his second term as New Hartford Town Council. Coming up with his family, who's going to hold the Bible? I, James Messa,
I, James Messa,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of New York State,
the Constitution
of New York State, the laws of Oneida County,
the laws of Oneida County,
the laws and ordinances of the town of New Hartford.
the laws and ordinances of the town of Hartford.
I will faithfully execute
I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office of town council,
the duties of
the office of town council, to the best of my ability,
the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. So our next elected official has served 4 terms on the New Hartford Town Council for 12 years, beginning now his 5th term. He's been with New Hartford Fire Department for 50 years, and 25 of it he served as chief. Dave Reynolds. Left hand on the Bible, please, and raise your right hand. I, David Reynolds,
I, David
do
Reynolds,
solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of New York State,
the Constitution of New York State,
the laws of Oneida County,
the laws of Oneida County,
the laws and ordinances of the town of New Hartford,
the laws and ordinances of the town of New Hartford,
and I will faithfully execute
and I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office of town council
the duties of office of town council
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God. Thank you. Beautiful, thank you.
First one was really amazing. The first note like that was amazing here.
next one's a little closer to me. Hard to believe that Judge Copeland is starting now his 5th year today. Where did that time go? Today I start my 19th year. That's as scary as the 5th year. So I don't know where the time goes. Judge Copeland came in and, like a lot of people, including myself, thought we knew what was going on in the town of New Hartford. And we knew a little of it, but not a lot of what goes on in the places you don't really want to know what's happening. But we have, everyone here is connected to the town. I can tell you that we have a very busy and efficient court. We have the best law enforcement agency, police department in Oneida County. The two work very well together. And Kevin and I will have in 2018, each of us will have 2,000 appearances in court. So I'm happy to work with him there. We'll call him up now for Sure. Judge Copeland is with his wife and his granddaughter, Summer. I, Kevin Copeland.
I, Kevin Cole,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
to uphold the Constitution of the United
the
States,
Constitution of New York State,
the Constitution of New York State,
the laws of Oneida County,
the laws of Oneida County,
the laws and ordinances of the town of New Hartford,
the laws and ordinances of the town of New Hartford.
and I will faithfully execute
I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office of town justice
the duties of the office of town
to
justice
the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God. Congratulations. I wouldn't be remiss if I didn't have a few things to say. We get a little long-winded up on the bench, and I know this isn't the bench. First and foremost, I want to thank all our families, friends, and my fellow candidates for being here today. I'd like to thank my wife for putting up with me for all those months. No dinners together, etc. As all the rest of the candidates that are here today understand what a grind it is every day, every night to get things done that you have to get done, especially if you have an opponent, right, Jim? I'd like to thank my campaign manager, Joanne, her husband, my statistician, Rich Deanne, the staff at my office, Pat and Dee. I'd like to thank Kristen and Chris for all my social media and commercials that we did. My court staff, Dottie and Trudy. I'd like to thank Jane Blazak and her sister, Charlotte Cotter, for all their help in New York Mills that I got. Rich Woodland, I'd like to thank Christine Giotto and the whole Republican Committee for their 33 people that went out and did what they had to do to get all our candidates' signatures. Ray Philo for the Independents, and Ed Zena and Ray for your support with the Historical Society and the Bible that's 218 plus years or more. The campaign committee that I had, Mary, John, Ed, Rob, Pat, Kristen, my sister-in-law, and my nieces and nephews. Rose Grimaldi, Jordan Cart, and the Board of Elections. What can you say about my mentor, Judge Berkler? Thank you.
putting up with him for a few months. How about me for putting up with him for 4 years? So, our final swearing in of the day. I've got to say that, again, I'm happy we're here at the library to show this place off. I think every time we have fresh officials, we have opportunities, and I think there's some great opportunity for the town to continue on the path that we know it's the best place, and we'll continue to make it the best place. And now with some new leadership, it's a new broom, and we're expecting some great things. So I want to call up Paul Miscione. Thanks for I, Paul Miscione,
I, Paul Miscione,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of New York State,
the Constitution of New York State,
the laws of United County,
the laws of United County,
the laws and ordinances of the town of New Hartford,
the laws and ordinances of the town of Hartford.
and I will faithfully execute
I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office of Town Supervisor
the duties of the office of Town
to
Supervisor
the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
A picture with you in there. I bet Judge Copeland would take it. That'll be crooked, his daughter should take it.
I put a little speech together. It was a large speech. Judge Copeland told me people want to go somewhere on New Year's, so I kind of limited it down. But I would like to start by thanking everybody for putting on this great event today on New Year's, especially Judge Copeland, Judge Berkler, Rick Sherman has been wonderful through the years as a councilman and now hopefully through the years as a supervisor. I want to thank Andrew Ross and Heather Mowat, not only for today, but the excellent job you've done putting the library together, putting it on a positive track going forward. You'll always have my support here and at the library. The friends of the library have been great. The firemen today that came to help out, put the chairs out and everything. And our DPW workers, they made our roads safe this week so we can get to this event. I'd also like to thank Jane Blasek, Rich Woodland, helping me with my campaign. They're out every day with me, strategizing and trying to put things together to get us to win. And they did it. So thanks, guys. I would also like to begin thanking those with whom I would not be here today. My wife, Erica. She gave me key support both at home and on the campaign trail by offering ideas, editing, and providing logistical support. Erica, your help was critical. Thank you. And I'd like to add one more thing. When she heard I was going to run, she gave me that look. She knows when I want to do something, I'm all in. So she knew she wasn't seeing me for the whole summer, but it worked out. Thank you. My children, Matthew and Zachary, those are the two key reasons for running to begin with. Whose cheerleading got me over any moments of doubt during our campaign. My mother and father, Johanna and Mondo, who instilled the values in me and drove my candidacy, which will drive my administration going forward. They worked hard all summer with my campaign. It will never be forgotten. I would like to also thank all the people who worked on my campaign. I worked hard. I will work hard to live up to your expectations, and I'm honored by your support and friendship. Most of all, I thank the Town of New Hartford residents, not only for electing me as your supervisor, but for showing me what community truly means. The time people spent with me at their doors this summer was a learning experience I cannot acquire anywhere, and I thank you for that. Throughout my campaign, I was humbled by your honesty, insight, and commitment from residents of all walks of life. You gave me great hope and strengthened my determination to become your supervisor. Politics have become increasingly common to focus on where we disagree, to divide into camps, and to fight on the margins, while important public progress falls behind. I began my campaign last June with the mindset that it was far better to focus on a larger, more important area where we are all in general agreement with, and which provides a foundation for our progress. We value our environment, we love our children, we want good jobs and homes that increase in value. We want a government that will work for us, not impede us. A government that embodies the best of who we are. New Hartford's a great place. We will build a strong community. We have safe neighborhoods and great schools. We have outstanding trails and recreational opportunities that we will build on. We will work on implementing strong green building practices. We have business showing leadership at the national level. We will foster innovative solutions like sustainable energy. We're also a town undergoing a transformation into the 21st century. Over the next several years, we must make many critical long-term decisions to create a new safe, energy-efficient town hall, upgrade our IT infrastructure, and redevelop our town parks. The good news is we have the will, the ideas, and the core resources to make good decisions and implement wise, sustainable plans. In order to encourage, recognize, capitalize on these great resources our community has to offer, I will be instituting in 2018 an annual supervisor award, one to a town employee and one to the community at large. There are no outside consultants as valuable as our homegrown staff and citizens. It is clear to me to move forward in so many issues all at once, there is a huge amount of work for the town and this administration. What is even more clear to me, however, is that the citizens of New Hartford want to do just that. It will be the core challenge of my administration to organize, prioritize, and sustain open and transparent process to ensure the community pulls together and makes real progress. Nothing will come easy. There will be many tough decisions that we must make by the town board and the community, but the rewards of our labor will be great. This will require careful and thoughtful planning, close coordination with the town board, and ongoing outreach to the community. Developing such a program will take time, but it must not stop our progress. Having spent the last few months immersed in many ideas and proposals, I firmly believe that readily identifying and accomplishing incremental goals will provide fuel to sustain our tasks that lay before us. I will focus on the following tasks during my 101st days in office. Develop a Parks Commission to protect and upgrade our park system. Promote development, updating codes, and streamlining permitting processes. Develop a new town hall for safety and efficiency. Develop a new town website for one-stop shop for residents. Upgrade our equipment to bring safer practices for our employees and get services done more efficient for residents. Research new technologies and practices utilized by other towns for their potential benefits to New Hartford. Enhance residential and commercial green practices. Create a town-wide drainage district program. And revamp our code practices. These actions presented are only the beginning of a greater effort. In the past few weeks, I've met with many people, both inside and outside government, and have many more meetings planned. The quality and volume of these ideas presented to me are too great to neatly fit inside a 100-day plan. As a result, I am developing a flowchart that will accomplish the arts, public safety, community events, and economic development, to name a few. We will be developing this document over the coming months to serve as a kind of working roadmap for this administration. In closing, I would like to say, if future generations to look back favorably on how we manage our affairs, one thing is absolutely clear. We will need to work together as a whole community. Big issues cannot move forward without the people pulling in different directions. If segments of our community feel pushed aside because of their politics, economic status, or philosophy, we will lose their ideas and support. Bringing the broadest possible spectrum to the table, addressing our critical decisions, is the only formula for success. To do this otherwise would squander our precious opportunities we have had been presented. I will be faithful to the standard as your supervisor. We are New Hartford's future. I humbly ask you, my fellow residents, to join me in moving forward for our future. But I can only do this with your involvement and your support. Thank you.
Congratulations to all our newly elected officials, and thank you for your dedication to New Hartford. Happy New Year to everyone, and refreshments in the back. Happy New Year. I, Wolanin, do solemnly swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of New York State, the laws of Oneida County, the laws and ordinances of the town of New Hartford, and I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of town clerk to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations. Thank you, everyone. So there's the magic town book.